Hey dreamer, welcome back to the Dreamer to Achiever channel, your channel for the skills, strategies, and encouragement to make your dreams come true. I'm Ann Welch and 'tis the season to be jolly. Oh, I know, it's a little early. I can't help it because red alert, red alert. Today's red alert is holiday thinking traps. Holidays can be memorable, magical experiences for many of us. However, they can also be filled with stress and worry. During the holidays, we're bombarded with advertisements, social media posts, and conversations about the plans, objects, and expectations of the holidays. So let's catch those traps before they catch you. Throughout this series, we've discussed a number of thinking traps that can have an impact on our holidays. One of those is black and white thinking. This can lead to us wanting the holidays to be absolutely perfect. Every single aspect has to be under our control and absolutely awesome. This is difficult because no one is perfect. Therefore, we end up putting a lot of pressure on ourselves to be the best that we can possibly be with expectations that are way too high. Black and white thinking can also lead us to think that it's all one way or another. Either it is absolutely perfect or it's a complete and utter failure. Either I look amazing or I look ugly. Either I have lots of friends or I have no one. You can see where this might cause a lot of trouble. I think the most dangerous thinking trap of the holidays is should. This is dangerous because there's so many ways that it plays out. There are comparisons where you say, oh, I wish I had all the things that that other person has. Consider the comparisons that we fall victim to during the holidays. Remember, I was talking about all of the advertising and social media posts. Well, we often compare ourselves to others, thinking that we should have all the things that they have, thinking that we should look the way that they look, or that we should have the kind of lives that they put out there that they have on social media. What is put on social media isn't always the truth of what they're experiencing. You need to know that. So should makes us say, I should have this. I should be like that. I should look like this. Should can also lead us to overcommitment, where we overschedule or overpromise. We believe that we should be able to do this and we should be able to do that and we should be able to do that. Because of course, all of these things are part of what makes a perfect holiday, of what makes a special holiday and a meaningful holiday. Of course, I should go to that party and I should have those people over for dinner. And I should get those presents wrapped and I should do this and I should do that. It is exhausting and it's not healthy when you don't take time for yourself. Of course, the fear of missing out, or FOMO, does play a part in this as well. It fuels that should, so that you don't want to miss out on a single thing. Oh, there's that concert for my niece who's in the school band. There's that sleigh ride that has to be part of the season. Again, don't overcommit yourself. Another way that we overcommit is we overcommit our finances. We often feel obligated, like we should get presents for this person and for that person. We want them to know we care, and they must not know we care if we don't give them a present. This is not the best way to think about the holidays, but it is a trap that we often fall into. And digging out of that financial debt after the holidays can be a real struggle. Finally, in the should category, we have the guilt that all of that shoulding causes. The guilt of not having been able to meet those expectations, of not being able to do everything, of not making everyone happy. You should not have to be responsible for all of those things all at once. The holidays just bring it all to mind and make it seem like it's all something that needs to happen right now. One thing that the holidays are famous for is fortune telling. We tell fortunes by setting expectations for the holidays. We say, oh, I'm going to throw a wonderful party. It is going to be absolutely amazing and nothing's going to go wrong with it. And there's going to be wonderful music. Everyone's going to be happy. Well, then we get to the party and something horrible has happened in one of the guests' lives, so they're not going to be happy. These are unrealistic things that we are predicting or fortune telling ahead of time. Of course, we can also do that in the reverse. We could say that it's going to be a disaster. I know that Sammy and Susie are both going to be there and they don't get along and there's just going to be this big fight and well, you know, all of that could become a self-fulfilling prophecy, but it might not. So don't plan on it. You do not control the future. You can't predict the future. So just do your best to set everyone up for success. I've already alluded to this thinking trap today, and that's the control trap, where you feel like you have to control every single aspect of what happens during the holidays, as you might think that you're responsible for everybody's happiness. This, of course, is not true, but it's easy to fall into that trap. A very painful trap could be mind reading. This is where family dynamics play a huge role. Sometimes we think that family members or close friends are thinking things that they're not really thinking. Sometimes we jump to conclusions or we think that they are thinking negative thoughts. We don't know that. If you want to find out, ask. Whoa. Was that actually a hint for our stellar strategies? I should get right to it. There are only 3 stellar strategies this week, but there's quite a lot to each of them. The first stellar strategy that we'll talk about is self-awareness. This really plays a role in all of the thinking traps. Self-awareness is especially important around this time of the year so that you are taking stock of what you're thinking and feeling and where those thoughts and feelings are coming from. And if you're like me, sometimes those thoughts and feelings are propelled by what's going on in my body. Which leads us to strategy number 2, self-care. This is a strategy that is jam-packed with great stuff. For self-care, there are many areas that you need to look at. One is sleep. Sleep is so important. You need to make sure that you not only get enough sleep, but you get enough rest, especially during this holiday season. When you're overtired, your emotions might run a little haywire. I know mine do. So it's really important to your health and to your well-being that you stay well rested during this holiday season. Additionally, Make sure that you are eating well. I'm not going to tell you what the right foods are to have, but you need to make sure that you give your body the kind of nutrition it needs, the kind of fuel it needs to be able to perform well during this holiday season. Again, that helps your brain, that helps your body and your activities. You can't go wrong with making sure you have a healthy diet. Exercise is key too, and this is one I've been slacking on lately. It's really important to get moving, to make sure that you've got enough exercise in your daily schedule, because that will help lower stress, it'll help you think better, and it improves your overall health. I would suggest at least 20 minutes of maybe walking or jogging. If you enjoy weightlifting, go to the gym, lift some weights. Whatever you do, just keep active. Part of self-care is also practicing gratitude. When I say practicing gratitude, I mean that there's a practice you can do that can help you remember to think with gratitude. And that's the 5-finger method. I like this because I carry my hand with me wherever I go. For the 5-finger method, I come up with 5 things that I'm thankful for each and every day. If you do this, scientific studies have shown that it increases your emotional health and your overall well-being. So trust those scientists and think of 5 things that you're grateful for every single day. Another strategy that's a huge help during the holiday season is mindfulness. Mindfulness really helps us stay in the moment, focus on the present. It stops us from doing that predicting and from guessing or fortune telling, mind reading. It helps us to take a look at the truth and the here and now. This could be as easy as breathing. Just a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Take 3 or 4 breaths during the day, just focusing on your breath, and you've done mindfulness. There are a lot of other mindfulness practices that you could engage in. I recommend looking it up and seeing what things work for you. Stellar strategy number 3 is, you guessed it, the truth. The truth shall set you free. Always look for the truth of the situation. If you're thinking negative thoughts, check to see what the truth is. Are those things really happening, or is this something that you are predicting or just thinking without really having the facts or looking at the facts? As you're looking at the truth, I want you to challenge negative thoughts. I want you to set realistic expectations. Setting realistic expectations can help you manage the holidays by not taking on too much or not expecting too much out of certain situations. Just go and be present in the moment and see what unfolds. Don't set high expectations that no one, including yourself, can live up to, because that's not the truth of that situation. The truth also involves setting appropriate boundaries. These boundaries that I'm talking about are primarily around your time. Make sure that you protect time for yourself each and every day. That's very important. Add into your time things that make you happy, that bring you joy, or that bring you peace. And do for others and make those connections with those around you. But keep those boundaries, those time commitments, those expectations, and your thoughts grounded in the truth and in what is realistic. Well, that's our video for today. If you found any of this helpful, please like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out on any helpful information that can help you make your dreams come true. Please post in the comments anything that you want to share about thinking traps, especially around the holidays. Please let me know what you think about these thinking traps. If you fall into them, let me know what got you out. If you use any of our stellar strategies, then please let me know. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any questions, you can always ask those too. And I wish all of you happy holidays. I encourage you to keep on dreaming. And I'll say, bye for now.